Beginning your practice exactly where you need to. If it's more grounding we're looking for, then we're all the way out on the belly. The legs long. And right here as you're settling in, go ahead and tuck your right toes under and feel pick your leg up and kind of draw the leg a little bit further, a little bit longer, and untuck those toes and do the same thing with the other leg. And take your time here to get yourself really situated. Maybe you're starting the practice with some slow, steady breath. In and out through your nose. Fully expanding the belly with each breath. Letting yourself, your body, your mind, your heart, all of it, all of you, rest. And with your steady inhale, draw your awareness to the center of your heart space. Feel it glow just a little brighter with each breath you bring in. And each exhale, not so much a letting go or a dimming of that light, but fully allowing your whole self to be absorbed by that light, by that security, by that safety. Let your heart space connect to that sense of ground beneath you, holding you, supporting you, and lifting in to meet you. Take just a few more rounds of your slow and steady breath here. Letting it be rooted, letting it be steadfast, not so much rigid or forced. It just is steady. And with the next couple rounds of breath, you might start to gently rock the head side to side, or even bending into your knees, rocking them side to side. Whatever movement you begin inviting here, let it be heavy and just really still grounded, still kind of lazy almost. Breathing, expanding the chest, the belly, emptying all the way out on the exhales. You're gonna let the legs go nice and long here. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders and just start to make sure that you have untucked your toes. You might even take your feet a little wider than is your habit. As you press the tops of the feet into the mat, press the palms and each knuckle, each finger pad. And as you begin your next inhale, tuck the tailbone, feel that ripple all the way up your spine to float the chest up, float the ears up, the shoulders back. And exhale, slowly roll it back down. Letting it be easy as you take your next breath, spinal wave all the way up. And then slowly floating all the way down. One more just like that, maybe two more if your pace is a little quicker. And then we'll take a big press into those hands, lifting up nice high, lazy cobra. So those elbows are really bent in, hugging in toward the ribs. Feel the shoulders roll up toward the ears, back and down a couple of times. Just give it a few little rolls here. And you don't want to feel any pinching in the low back here, but you want to feel more space in the front of your chest, in the front of your belly. One more breath in. And exhale, float it down. Tuck the toes here, press into your hands, and take your hips back to your heels. Bring the toes together to touch the knees, stay pretty wide. Feel the long rounding of the spine. Steady breath. Maybe you have a count attached to your breath. Try to let the inhale and the exhale be even in length, in depth, and in weight. Maybe you can hear the slight sound of the ocean with your breath. Listen for the very end of your exhale. At that point of pure emptiness. And then let the inhale flow in with ease. Spread the fingers nice and wide here. Let's begin to walk the fingertips over to the left of the mat, coming off of the mat and onto the floor. Draw the right hip back. Feel the fanning open of your ribs. The belly expanding between the thighs. Keep the bones heavy as you switch through center, coming over to the right, coming off the mat and over to the floor. Come on, back to center. Tuck the chin to the chest as you start to lift the shoulders up and over the wrists, the palms. Walk the knees underneath your hips, round into the upper back, chin is tucked to your chest. And take your inhale to drop the heart and the belly, lift the crown of the head and the tailbone. Fully breathe in. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, dropping through, opening the front of the body, spreading the sit bones. And exhale, tucking to round, press into your fingertips. Few more rounds, just like that. Maybe you close your eyes and invite some organic, free-form movement, intuitive. And maybe this is the same movement you do every time you come on the mat. Maybe it is brand new to you. Go ahead and start to tuck the toes under, take the hips up and back for downward facing dog, and go ahead and walk it out. Bending into one knee and then the other. Pressing really harsh into the palms, lifting the tailbone, and then allowing the sense of ease to wash over you as you find the depths. Spread the fingers even wider. And even though the hands aren't moving, you want the feeling that you are outwardly rotating the palms as if you were opening like a jar, like the top of a jar. Press into the palms, lift the tailbone higher, dig into each fingertip, the base of your pointer finger. And come up onto your toes. Begin to tiptoe as you cross at the ankles, all the way up. And lower the heels at the top. Ragdoll here, grab hold of opposite elbows. Let the head be really heavy. Don't worry about how bent your knees are. What we're looking for here is more space, opening in the low back area. So you want to let the head get nice and heavy, no tension in the neck. Grabbing hold of the elbows is adding a little bit of extra weight. Drawing the forearms down to the earth. Maybe the inner thighs start to roll toward the back of the mat. Release the fingertips to the earth. Heel toe the feet closer together. Inhale, long spine, flat back. Draw the shoulder blades together. Feel the traps start to wrap in toward the spine. Exhale, soften the knees and fold. Twice more just like that. Inhale, fingertips slide up the shins. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale. And exhale. Bend into your knees, start to roll all the way up. Squeeze your legs, your glutes as you get there. When you get to the top, roll your shoulders a couple of times. I'm going to offer the pranayama practice called Breath of Joy here. And if you have done it before, you know it'll help bring a little bit more energy into the body. a little bit more, maybe quicken and heat. It is a 3-part in breath and then 1 big exhale. So the way it starts is you sweep the hands up, in, and on your exhale, you take a big ha. So it's you stand up all the way. Let the arms be loose. There you go. I start to see it a little bit. Keep on going with it. Yeah, you're going through it. Keep it working. In, out. In, good, in, out. Just 3 more. And begin to lower down into a little toe stand once you're finished. Keeping the fingertips grounded if you want just a little bit more there. Or maybe you take your hands to the top of your thighs. Lift up through the crown of your head. Steady breath in and out through your nose. Find steadiness here. Big inhale. And exhale, chin to chest. Hands to the earth. And step back, plank pose. Spreading the fingers wide. And again, that slight internal rotation now. Rolling the chest slightly toward the front edge of the mat. Lower knees, chest and chin, keep the hips high. Elbows, you don't want the elbows flailing out here. You want them hugged in toward your ribs. And then as you untuck your toes, snake the body forward into that nice low cobra. Long through the back of the neck. Breathe in. Exhale down. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Take a big breath here. Fully land. Inhale up onto the toes. And again, crisscross at the ankles, keeping the heels really, really high. Try to keep the legs as straight as you can all the way up. And when you get to the top, then lower the heels. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Take the hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, hands up. Look up, nice and slow. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long, flat back. Exhale, plank pose. Lower knees, chest and chin, hug the elbows in. Untuck the toes, snake your way forward to a low, medium, or high cobra. Big breath, spread the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, sweep the right leg high, keeping the shoulders and the hips square to the mat and to each other.
Continue that internal rotation now with the palms. Press the heel away. And exhale, step that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Option to spread the collarbones forward, maybe you again wrap the elbows back, feeling the traps working here. You might want to lower the back knee if you need a little bit more space for whatever reason today. Feel how long you can be from the front of the body, for your throat, all the way down to either your left knee or your toes. Steady the breath here. Tuck chin to chest. Rock the hips back. Pick up the back knee and step the right foot up and back, three-legged dog. Roll through that ankle here. And slowly lower the right foot next to the left. Inhale, roll forward to plank pose, rounding in the upper back. Here we are, lowering knees, chest and chin, hips stay high. Untuck the toes, snake it forward. Your choice of cobra. Downward facing dog on the exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. Slowly sweep your left leg high. Breathe in. And exhale, rounding it all the way up. Step the left foot outside of the left hand. Feel the collarbones rolling open here. Find a little bit of ease here. Look straight ahead, maybe even slightly up. Feel that point of connection from the throat, through the heart, through the belly, through the hips, down the right leg. Use the inhale to follow that line of energy all the way up the right leg, through the heart and the throat, and out through the crown of your head. Breathe in. Exhale, chin to chest. Slowly step it back, three-legged dog, left leg high. Rolling through that left ankle. Lowering your left leg. Inhale, roll it forward, plank pose. Lower knees, chest and chin. Untuck the toes, snake the hips forward, finding your cobra pose. Breathe in. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in, come high onto your toes. Exhale, bend the knees and step or float your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Flat back on your inhale. Exhale and fold. Give the head a little shake, yes and no here. Take the hands back behind the hips, interlace the fingers, and then draw the wrists and palms away from each other. So you're just creating a little bit of a stretch along the wrist here. Find steady ease and breath. Begin to release the fingers. Inhale, long, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up to stand, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep up, look up. Exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale. And exhale, step the left foot to the back of your mat.
Keeping maybe your hands on your fingertips, or maybe you have your hands on your blocks if you would like a little bit more space today. Back knee stays lifted. Feel really long through the back and sides of your neck. And then take any rounding out of your shoulders. So really feel the front of your chest get really, really broad across. Navel draws in toward the spine, scoop the belly off the front thigh. And slowly begin to sweep the right arm back and up, coming into a twist. Right arm to the sky. Squeeze your left leg all the way up to your glutes, your pelvic floor, navel to spine. Reach through that right hand and out to the crown of the head. One more breath. Exhale, both hands down. Walk the hands forward. Maybe if you have them on blocks, you'll take the blocks with you. And step up on the right leg. Nice long L stand here. Breathe in for length. And exhale, tuck and round. Left knee tucks behind the right knee. A little kundalini squat here. Make sure that the hips are staying back. So you don't want to press that right knee over the toes too much. You want to keep the weight in the right heel. And hug your left heel to your glute. Good, inhale, spread and get long. Exhale, tuck and round, nice little curtsy. Good, inhale once more. And exhale, round. Step the left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, rise up, both hands to the sky, high crescent lunge. Full breath in. Exhale, spin the back heel down, settle into warrior two. Take any adjustments with your feet that you need here. And then get really nice and deep with it. Allow the feet to ground into their space so that you feel really firm, steady in the bottom half of your body, and then free, open, spacious in the upper half. Flip both palms to the sky as you inhale. Straighten both legs, sweep it up. Exhale, warrior two. Left hand is going to tuck behind you. Right arm sweeps up. Reverse your warrior. Right knee stays bent. Good, breathe in. And exhale, carve it all the way down. Pick up the back heel. Step back. And you choose if you like the knees, chest, chin tonight, or today, or whatever. You can take that. Or if you want to bring in chaturanga or your own version of your vinyasa here, go for it. Meeting in your downward facing dog, take a full breath in. Press into your hands, lift through the hips. Open mouth, exhale, let it all go. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step that right foot to the outside of the right hand. We've been here before. This time we're going to go a little deeper, dropping the back knee and drawing the left heel toward the glute. And you might stay right here. This is really great for strengthening your hamstrings. If you want even more, take your block, place it on the back of your thigh and squeeze your block. Got about 3 more breaths here. And slowly release. Left foot to the back. From here, as you pick up your left knee, we'll step the right foot all the way on top of the left, coming into a side plank. Right hand to the right hip or to the sky. Stabilize your breath and your body. Slow exhale returns hands to mat, hips to center, downward facing dog.
Inhale up onto your toes. Bend your knees and step or float to the top of your mat. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Again, bend into the knees. Take the hands behind the hips. Interlace through the fingers, draw the palms and the wrists away from each other. Nod the head yes, shake it no. Big exhale. Release the fingertips to the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right foot steps to the back of the mat. And again, hands might be on the floor, they might be on your blocks. And from here, you're broadening that chest, and then we press into the right hand, send the left arm to the sky for your twist. Refine the shape, refine the breath. Last inhale. Exhale, both hands down. Walk the blocks forward, finding your L stand. Right foot sweeps up and back, really long in the spine. Stabilizing your hips. You can even take your hands back behind your sacrum to see that it's nice and stable there. And then we'll tuck and round. Right knee tucks behind the left knee. Really hug that right heel into your glute. Inhale, expand. Exhale, round. Inhale, expand. And exhale, round. Stepping it all the way back. Hands to the sky, high crescent lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, spin the back heel down. Warrior two. And again, situating, taking that time to really support yourself here. Then we'll flip both palms. Inhale, straighten both legs, sweep your arms high. Exhale, settle in. This time reverse, right arm sweeps back behind you, left arm sweeps up to the sky. Good, release. Both hands coming down, taking up the back heel. And lowering the right. Stepping back, plank pose. You choose your flow here, either knees, chest, chin, or your chaturanga. Opening the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, just let it go. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it to the outside of your left hand, lowering the right knee, and here hugging that right heel to your glute. And again, you can take that block and squeeze it there just to give yourself a little bit more feedback. Keep broadening and brightening the heart space here. Breathe, steady. And then slowly release. Stepping back onto the right side plank here. So pick up the back knee and step your left foot all the way back. Left hand to your hip or to the sky. Maybe you shift your gaze, maybe not. Feel the breath. Notice the very point at which your exhale empties completely out. Slowly return both hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. You choose if you want to take the flow. Breathe in completely. Open the mouth, stick out the tongue, lion's breath, let it go. Let's do 2 more just like that. Breathe in completely. Stick out the tongue, lion's roar. 1 more. Steady breath. In and out through your nose. Inhale up onto your toes, bend the knees and step or hop to the top. Flat back, inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, hands to the sky. Exhale, cactus the elbows here, really broaden into the heart. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, cactus again, this time high to low, take the hands together behind the hips. This time keep the palms together as we begin to reach the fingertips down, straightening into the arms. Slightly tuck the tailbone so that you feel a corset of your ribs, stitching them toward each other, toward the center of you, rather than flaring out through the ribs. So that way the opening here happens in the heart. Maybe you drop the head back and find a little opening in your throat. Lift. Keep your gaze up as you release the fingertips. Sweep them up to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale. And exhale, left foot steps back. Left hand stays down, inhale, right arm to the sky. And exhale, bring it on down. Stepping forward, find your L stand. And this time, take your Kundalini squat. Left knee tucks behind the right. So keep the hips nice and low. And then untangle the legs. So the left knee is going to come around, uncrossing from behind the right as you come all the way up to stand on your right leg. Arms to the sky, hug your left knee to chest. We'll take tree pose here. Any variation will do, as long as knees directly, or no heels directly on the knees. You can take it all the way up into your thigh. You can take it down at your calf. Really root down here through your standing leg. Left arm is going to tap your left knee. Right arm is going to sweep up and over here. So nice side stretch. Zip up through the belly. Lucky if you got a wall by you. Inhale, come on up, both hands to the sky. Without dropping the foot to the floor, release. And this time we'll take a little twist, right hand to the knee. You might take right hand to the foot if that is your jam. We'll take a twist. Try to sit up a little taller. And then slowly release. We're going to step the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Find that warrior two, nice and easy here. Good, flip both palms, just like we did earlier, straighten and lift. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to reverse, left arm sweeps back. And this time we'll straighten that right leg. Find triangle pose. Right hand might find the floor or a block. Steady the breath. Good, begin to bend into that right knee. Round both hands down, lifting the back heel. Inhale, sweep the right leg all the way up and back, three-legged dog. Bend that knee, open the hip here, really squeeze heel to glute a couple of times. Just flushing that thigh out. And then we'll step that right leg all the way up again, outside of the right hand. And so we have a couple of options with this one. You can again take the block if you're working on strength on that left hamstring. If you would like to try to deepen here, you might take that right hand and reach it underneath your right leg. Grab a hold of that left shin and roll forward to the top of your left knee, coming onto your left forearm. There's definitely a lot on the knees, so if you want to take your time easing into it, maybe with a blanket under your knees, that's a great kind of place just to play with that there. Good, breathe steady. And begin to release. Come up onto your hands. And step back into your side plank on the left. Option here, take that same nice steady plank. Maybe you step that right foot behind you, lift the hips, open through the front body. Breathe in. And slowly make your way. Plank pose. And you flow how you like, making your way to downward facing dog. Breathe in fully when you land. Exhale, let it all go. Come up onto your toes, bend your knees, and make your way to the top of your mat. Flat back inhale. Exhale, fold. Rising up, hands to the sky. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale again, cactus. This time take the hands together behind your hips. Drawing palms together, and then fingertips toward the earth. Lift through the chest, through the throat. Release the fingertips. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale. And exhale, right foot steps. Right hand plants. Inhale, left arm sweeps back, find your twist. Breathing in. Exhale, both hands down. Taking your hands forward, find your L stand. Stepping up onto your left foot. Right foot is pressing back behind you. Reach out through the back of the heart, the crown of the head. Exhale, tucking around, Kundalini dip. Keep the squat. Hug that right knee around to the side. Come all the way up. Finding your tree pose on this side. Right hand to the knee. Left arm sweeps up and over. Really grow those roots down from your left foot. Lift up through your crown. As you release, both hands up. Have that right knee in. And we'll take the twist, either left hand to the knee or left hand to the foot. Big steady breath. Your control, step back. Finding warrior two. Good, flip both palms, inhale, pump it all the way. Exhale, settle in. Wrap the right arm back, find your reverse, breathe in. Straighten that front leg, rise up and over, finding your triangle pose. Big, steady breath. Long, complete exhale. Shift your gaze down, bend into your left knee, round both hands down. Plant the hands, three-legged dog, bending into that left knee, really kind of flushing it out. And then we'll step that left foot all the way up outside of your left hand. Lowering the right knee. And making your choice here, you might come onto that right forearm as you bend into that right knee, reaching back for the ankle. Or the shin, as it were. Very nice. Start to release. Both hands. Stepping into your side plank on the right. Lift up the back knee. Step back. Stack your ankles. Stack the shoulders. Stack the hands. Maybe you step the left foot back behind you and open it up. Slowly return. Center plank. Your flow. Landing in your downward facing dog. Take a full big breath. Steady exhale. Slowly begin to roll forward to plank. And keeping your shoulders where they are, we're gonna tiptoe the feet in. So think about piking in the hips. Good, exhale, lower the heels down. Sit down into your little toe stand. Hands to your thighs, or maybe they come together in front of your heart. Steadying the breath. And totally use your blocks here. Feeling the support wherever you can. Let yourself settle in. Feel the breath get real soft. Take your fingertips forward off of your thighs, over your blocks, and start to lower the hips down. Knees wide, soles of the feet together. You can use your blocks under your knees if you like just a little bit more support. Fold it forward, leading with the heart. So feel again that broadness through your chest. Feel those shoulder blades glued to the back of your ribs. And as you start to come up, think about reaching the heart forward to rise up. Good, exhale again, coming forward, down. Take the inhale to rise up. Good, one more just like that. Floating the knees together. You need to roll on down to the back. Try to keep your feet grounded. And if you can do that with your feet together, that's great. For me, I find it a little easier to take my feet about as wide as the mat. Keeping the hands on the knees and then pressing the feet into the mat. Tuck the tailbone. Really think about connecting the hands all the way down. Slow in your roll. And once you land, take the arms up overhead, stretch the body really, really long here. Press past the fingers and past the toes. Feel the head get really heavy on the mat. Maybe the lower back starts to lift up. And exhale, hug the right knee into your chest. Make a few gigantic circles with that knee. You can use your hand to take those big circles. Going in both directions. Good, and then we'll come into a twist. We'll guide that right knee across the body. The right arm and right shoulder stays on the mat. And if keeping the left leg straight creates any tension in your low back at all, just bend your left knee and allow the twist to deepen. Allow gravity to be of service to you here. Allow the body to become heavy. The bones, the muscles, blood, skin, breath. Just take one or two more nice, slow breaths here. Use your left hand to start guiding the knee back to your chest, the hips back to the mat. Just hug it in here. Lift the head and the shoulders off of the mat. Give your right knee a little bit of a kiss. And send the right leg long. Hug the left knee in. And again, just make big sweeping circles with that left knee. Going in both directions. Largely using your hand and your left arm as guidance. Not so much using the muscles of that leg to move at all. And getting into the hip joints. Yeah, and then we'll cross it over the body using the right hand. Stacking the hips, and again, bending into that right knee if it can help you just get a little bit heavier here. Left arm, left shoulder, stay nice and grounded. letting the breath consume you here in this moment. Last big breath here. You'll start to unwind. Having the left knee tight to your heart. Lift your head and your shoulders. Give that left knee a little kiss. And send both legs long, both arms up overhead. One more big full body stretch. Just start to exhale your body into final Shavasana. And if there's any last shape that feels important to you to process here, then please give that to yourself. Maybe it's a happy baby, or fish pose, or even plow or shoulder stand. If giving yourself a little bit more time to rest is what is most needed in this moment, then that's what's most needed. There is no rule that says we must do the same things all the time. That's the beauty of this practice, as we learn to become more in tune with our breath, with our intuition, our heart. So every time we step on the mat, we step on the mat as a new version of ourselves. And we get to listen. We get to give ourselves what we need. Once you have made every last adjustment, you allow the breath to take in one more really big, full inhale. Open mouth, exhale, just let it all go. With the eyes closed, space between the eyebrows to soften. The eyelids relax. And softness begins to spread itself all the way down your chest, your belly, your hips, both arms and both legs, all of your fingers and all of your toes. Every part of you resting. If this is the place calling you a little deeper, invite yourself to stay. If you'd like to shift the last several minutes of your practice into a seated meditation or even legs up the wall, or simply into a different shape in Shavasana, even to take that shift here, beginning to deepen the breath, inviting the movement into your fingers and your toes first. And transitioning into either a deeper phase of your Shavasana or into your seated meditation. Allowing a smile to grace your lips. Feeling joy in your heart. Breathing in radiant light. And the exhale, not letting that light go, but being fully embodied by that light, settling into it. As we steady the breath and we steady the body, we are able to clear the mind, knowing fully that as we breathe in this radiant light or energy or love or peace or courage or knowing, and we exhale, we fully embody that. Becoming more aware that we are that. We are not a separate entity from that which we seek. There is a place within us that is always that. Begin to call yourself home here. Deep in the breath. Bring your awareness into your body, your fingertips and your toes, all the spaces between. If you're not already in a seat, begin making your way there. Collect your palms together at your heart. Slight bow of the chin. Breathing in peace. Breathing out love. Breathing in love. Breathing out peace. Knowing in the spaces between, we are all of that. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. It's always such an honor to share this practice with you, and it brings me such joy.